Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. Listen, I just want to quickly say thank you to everyone that has been watching the content, supporting the channel, and has been here since day one on the journey. Listen, even for those that are new to the channel, I appreciate you guys more than you know. It has been an insane year. It is coming to an end. We are almost there. But guys, 2023, it's been an incredible year for not only crypto, but for everything. Listen, we have seen some great things happen this year. It's been one to really kind of look back on and reflect. But 2024, guys, I'm telling you right now, 2024 is going to be so much bigger. I cannot wait. Now, with that in mind, let me know how you guys have felt about 2023. I'd love to see you guys in the comments. Also, hit that like button if you guys have been enjoying the moves in the market so far. I know that XRP has been kind of slumped a little bit, but hey, we are still up over 100% on the 1 year, which is great to see. But nonetheless, we just recently made a video talking about CBDCs, right? Specifically, we talked about this evolution of money PDF file. That was this one, right? The white paper, digital evolution of money, with an estimated $5 trillion worth of CBDCs and various currencies circulating across the globe in the next decade. The digital evolution of money is upon us. From streamlining cross-border payments to expanding financial inclusion, CBDCs have the potential to create significant value for global economies. Now, why am I bringing this back up? Because, well, a lot of people, I seen it in the comments, right? They're talking about the CBDC and stablecoin platform that Ripple has unleashed, right? This is a thing that they've been talking about, and they announced it roughly back in like May, but we already knew about it before May. But ever since then, we have seen discussions like this, and I seen a comment come up on the video from yesterday, and what it said was, this is all built on the private ledger that is based upon XRP ledger technology, which means XRP won't be utilized at all. Now, I want to address this. And I think that the best way to address this, because they since then removed the video on Ripple's website, but big shout out to 24 Hour Crypto, right? So 24 Hours Crypto 1 over on X actually posted this video. I guess this is a part of his video that he actually uploaded. ODC director of the IMF indirectly leaks that XRP will play a huge role within the new system. Facts. Now, I will say, I'm not going to say facts. I'm not going to say 100% confirmed, but we do know that the IMF has been working with Ripple for a very long time. They are aware of what XRP does, how it works, and also the internal workings of even the RippleNet protocol with on-demand liquidity, aka Ripple payments. But this video, the initial video here where you guys hear the British fellow talking, that's actually from Ripple's original CBDC platform video that they had posted here. And I actually addressed this video multiple times, and I even said, like, this is proof that XRP will still be utilized. And it also gives you a goal to look forward to, because this is what Ripple actually wants to utilize XRP for outside of Ripple payments. Check this video out.
Its inherent interoperability can allow for connection with other central bank ledgers for efficient cross-asset and cross-border transactions.
This must ensure interoperability between assets and the contracts to trade them.
For efficient cross-asset and cross-border transactions. This can be done with cross-issuance using XRP as a bridge currency or via cross-ledger communication protocols. This reduces the risk that institutions are forced to accept when transacting across multiple networks or currencies in the current system.
Now, again, this is what they want to do. They want to pioneer XRP as a bridge between these CBDCs and even stablecoins as well. But beyond this, one thing that I want to make crucial for all of you out there that are betting on the XRP, $50 price prediction, the $100 price prediction, the $500 price prediction, the $1,000, etc. For all of you out there waiting for those price predictions, I want you all to understand that CBDCs are still years away. $5 trillion in 10 years. That's going to be a rough time frame, right? but also cross-border payments and things like that are still being disrupted. XRP is not going to hit massive valuations. And when I say that, I mean like $50 to $100 and then $100 to $1,000 in a short amount of time. It's going to take a very long time. It is so crucial to diversify your holdings into other utility gems as well, like XDC, XLM, HBAR, Casper, QNT, Algo, etc. Especially during this time, because as we wait for XRP and as we wait for this revolution to actually occur, don't miss out on creating extreme wealth right now that you could also diversify into, other assets, like for example, even real estate or even gold, silver, or even reinvest it back into the market into like XRP, for example. Now, does that mean that XRP is not going to perform? No, at all. That is not the case. I've talked about it, right? Even in a video from earlier yesterday, I said that XRP is well positioned to hit those higher valuations of roughly $10 to $15 plus, and it could see an incredible gain. And again, that's what we are waiting for. But as we look at this space right now, I know that everyone's betting on the big utility value, and that will happen. We need to be patient. But also, big shout out to the ISO GOAT, XRP King over on X. He actually posted this. Shout out to XRP Steve for this. Listen, for those out there that are saying nobody's using this technology right now, it doesn't have to be just XRP. Here we have from August 8th, this is actually from the Federal Reserve themselves. We do see Federal Reserve Board provides additional information on its program to supervise novel activities in the banks it oversees. Here you guys have a quote that I think everyone missed. So here we have novel activities include complex technology-driven partnerships with non-banks to provide banking services to customers, and activities that involve crypto assets and distributed ledger or blockchain technology. This is a huge statement because as we look at what the Fed is actually saying here, it means that for those out there that are tapping into, for example, even the Fed Now system or even the Federal Reserve itself, the board, they are now looking in to distributed ledger technology or even blockchain technology. And this is involving crypto assets. This could also mean, by the way, them tapping into either Medico, Ripple, or any third-party player. This is very significant. But also, check this out. Currently, more than 120 organizations are participating in the FedNow pilot program. And we know for a fact that there's a few players already from this space, like DropCC from Hedera, that are actually leveraging or being leveraged through the FedNow program. And then we also see ECS Fin being highlighted here. For those that actually don't know, ECS Fin is a major service provider. And if we go back in time around June, big shout out to ISO 2022, let's do it. We can actually see ECS Fin Service Provider Showcase. Here we have services and products to support the FedNow service. We have corporate onboarding, message hub, payments as well, and also data warehouse, compliance, cash management, matching, and reconciliation. And then also over here, we have gateways and standards. This is under the IMS payments, the Enterprise Payment Hub datasheet. We can actually see on the right side there, we have Fedwire, SEPA, chips, and then we have Ripple with blockchain. And also ISO 2022 is a crucial player here as well. But also outside of that, the reason why I brought this up is to just show you that the Federal Reserve has been positioned well behind blockchain crypto DLT. But also here we have from XRP drops. At the moment, there are only a few companies that can deliver cryptographic proof about processes like tokenization. Medico is one of them. Critical processes can't be compromised. The credibility of the underlying assets would be destroyed. Institutions will therefore opt for an established and a competent partner, Ripple. You need to have credible processes, and banks are highly regulated and they have very specific risk and control frameworks. They need to implement and ensure that those are entered secure. Whatever gets tokenized, it's really about the integrity of the processes.
But it also extends into the tokenization space in the sense that tokens are based on smart contracts and they have methods, and those methods are critical functions when you think about let's say the primary issuance side of a stablecoin. Who can mint, who can burn, who can transfer? These are critical processes that, if someone compromises these, the credibility of the underlying assets is destroyed. I mean, just imagine It'd be almost like printing dollars, that fiat money we see these days. It's printed at will. What's happening to the value of the dollar? So I think the point is here, you need to have credible processes, and banks are highly regulated, and they have very specific risk and control frameworks they need to implement and ensure that those are end-to-end secure, meaning you have cryptographic proof of the processes. So that's what we can deliver. And that's really where we view a very big opportunity going forward, is making whatever gets tokenized, it's really about the integrity of the processes. And that's something that we see clients experimenting right now with, helping them with the integrity of the issuance process, integrity of those minting process. Longer term.
Now, with this in mind, the reason why I am actually bringing this up, for those that are not aware of what the DTCC has been doing, I've talked about this a little bit with XDC as well. Securency was a long-term player around tokenization and securities and things like that. Well, big shout out to MetaMan X, but also here we have Securency. Now DTCC digital assets will tokenize their entire clearing orders to the tune of $2.5 quadrillion. This is a huge move. Big shout out to Chad Steingraber as well for this. And for those that were not aware, going back to the 11th is when we actually seen them completely close the acquisition of Securency and rebrand to DTCC digital assets. This is also another huge one, considering the fact that this is $2.5 quadrillion in securities transactions, and they want to, again, tokenize this. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this back up, because this got posted on the 17th, the reason why I'm bringing this back up is because at the end of the day, as we look and address what's been happening with Medico, with Ripple, and all of the connections back to a few of these things, we know that Ripple and Medico are the ones well positioned to be the leaders behind custody services, settlement services, clearing services, and even liquidity services. And as we see everything moving digital, which that's what we are actually seeing here and what we are witnessing, again, the DTC is a big proponent of this, but also if we go back to what the Federal Reserve is talking about, and what the IMF has been saying, even the IMF said, like, now is the time to look forward, not, back. The future is digital. Digital currencies are the next step. Like, they're telling you and they're preparing you for what's happening here. And I don't think people are aware of what's actually happening and what's going on. I think that it's so crucial to understand that we're at this inflection point where, a lot of people are still distracted. And I would argue it's a very large percentage of the general public that is still distracted, and they don't realize what's happening and the change that is coming. They're going to be caught off guard. That's why I say, like, although everyone wants to have their own idea regarding CBDCs and, things like that, they are inevitable. I think that these white papers and these discussions from Ripple, like, for an example, we talked about this article, and this was Demystifying Central Bank Digital Currencies. They already told us what's actually happening here. They already told us the percentage of the world that is moving forward on CBDCs. And the benefits here, where you see Ripple really kind of shining even with XRP, it's so crucial to understand. And it's so crucial to also understand how XRP plays a role here. We know what Ripple has been positioning XRP as, which is a bridge currency. And we know that CBDCs are happening. 93% of the world is moving on them. And at the end of the day, every single global elite organization, let it be the IMF, World Bank, the BIS, etc., they have all told us, guess what? It's digital. And they're moving fast on this. And I've addressed this. And I think that everything that we have seen this year, because again, as we look at 2023, it was a huge year, not only for, crypto, but for the entire landscape of the monetary system. It first started with, of course, the launch of the FedNow service. That was a big one. But beyond that, we also seen ISO 20022 get kicked up a notch. We're starting to see it rolling out. Swift is moving very fast with ISO 20022. But beyond Swift, beyond the FedNow, beyond all of this, we have seen the leaders behind our current monetary system telling us the plan, which is we're going digital. And that's why I say, at a time in this market where everyone is looking at XRP and specifically the short-term price action, and hell, you could argue 5 years is still short-term. When you look at what's actually happening around crypto and DLT, a revolution is on its way. And XRP, in my opinion, plays a vital role. So does Ripple. because Ripple has met with all of these big players like the IMF. They've been working with the Fed for a very long time, and I've already talked about the connections with the Fed in the past. Let it be known that yes, we are marching into a revolution where everything will need to have, again, digital rails in place, digital clearing and settlement rails that, again, can also account for this massive demand of even $2.5 quadrillion, which is unfathomable amounts to most people because, again, they don't realize how much $1 trillion is, let alone $1 quadrillion is. This is how big of an opportunity we are actually looking at here because, again, these are the big players that are moving already in on digital assets. It's happening. It's coming. This revolution has already started. We just have to be patient, and we can't get shaken out of our bags at a time where it's so important to understand the actual utility here, understand what's actually happening. It's almost reminding me of, the dot-com bubble. I wasn't around for the dot-com bubble. I was just merely a child, right? But I will say this. I could almost guarantee you that a lot of people got shaken out of their long-term bags because of the dot-com bubble. And there was a lot of time in that area as well where I'm sure there was people investing into Apple and Google and even Amazon, and they got impatient. They said this wasn't going anywhere, and they sold. Don't make that mistake because this is much larger than Amazon. This is much larger than Apple. This is much larger than the internet itself. We stand at the forefront of one of the largest changes to our not only monetary system, but our entire system. The entire infrastructure of the global system is changing. And all of the players that are on board with this are the same ones that make the changes, that are responsible for the health and the well-being of our current system. So what does that tell you? So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join me for Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.